Hello, I'm Pablo Roll, ski mountaineering trainer, and welcome to the Global Skimo YouTube channel.
Today I'm here to answer the question I get the most on Instagram and in comments, which is how I choose my ski for ski mountaineering. I will analyze all the types of skiers so you can recognize yourself and see which ski suits your characteristics better, the type of snow you ski on, and the activities you want to do. To start, we are going to look at the competitive profile. Though people who are looking for
racing in ski mountaineering and want to be as light as possible, it's very easy because what we look for is a ski
that meets the regulatory dimensions and fits as closely as possible to it.
And it should be very light so that we can climb as fast as possible.
For the girl, the minimum height is about 150 meters. And we have skis that weigh about 600 grams, just the board.
For men, the minimum size is 1.60 meter. As you see, these skates are quite narrow.
In this case, this 66 skate, they usually go around all those dimensions. And the ski dimensions are very straight. It's a ski where you're also looking for the quickest descent possible.
Being very straight and therefore not having too much curvature, the cuts and lines are quite linear.
In this case, the Movement Race Pro stands out because of the pronounced shape of the ski tip. Since it's a very short ski, it's so that in powder snow we don't have problems with the tip getting caught and we can go fast and float over the snow despite having a narrow waist. When our goal is no longer the competition, but if we still like to go far in the mountains, do long routes where we want to go quite light, that profile that looks for speed touring, we can go with the same ski construction in which we seek lightness as the main objective for skis with a slightly wider skate. We have a 71 roller skate that might be for someone who maybe competes occasionally, but the result doesn't even matter too much. And he wants to have a more versatile ski, so he can settle for something in between, like in this case. Of this 71 skate, which already gives better performance downhill, but is still super nice. Light, and for that profile that wants to have more control to ski in somewhat deeper snow. A touring ski that's still very, very light. We have these two wider skis, the 77 and 85, which for me, they are the perfect skis for that type of competitor who wants a slightly wider ski for other activities, or for that hiker who likes to go very, very light to quickly progress through the mountain, the 77 weight for Sierra Nevada, for example. It's ideal for hard snow, spring snow, more than enough, and that precise day with some fresher and deeper snow. It's a ski that, if you're not a very heavy skier, also allows you to float and ski well in that snow. The 85, well, for the Pyrenees, for example, I see it as a super versatile ski and it can work pretty well.
With a view to going to Alps at some point.
Specific moment can also work quite well. To give you an idea of how light these skis are,
here we have an 85 weight ski. It's a touring ski with very good downhill performance, but the weight,
it is below 900 grams per ski. Absolutely insane. This is the ski I use for touring and I am super happy with it.
We keep making progress.
And we're already going to that profile where practically most of the population is involved, like touring, going on trips. Weight is still important, but it's not the factor that makes us choose this ski. We are looking for better downhill performance and we give more weight to that part of the descent. Here the range is wider too. And basically what differentiates it in this and other brands is the amount of carbon that the ski has. We have, for example, the Alp Track, which is full carbon, similar to the Race Pro, but a handmade ski and also a bit heavier, with more consistency for downhill. If we lose some carbon, logically, the price also becomes more affordable, like the Session, which has 5 carbon axles. In fact, the nice thing about this ski is that you can see right away how they're distributed, and the full carbon fiber.
And if we lose even a bit more carbon, the weight keeps going up, but the price goes down, like in the case of the axis,
which now includes only 2 axes, the carbon in 2 different directions, that is also visible to the naked eye in this design. Here again, the choice of skis will depend on the type of snow we plan to ski on. I emphasize that 85-90mm skate for the Pyrenees, I find it quite suitable. Wider skates are well suited for people who, if they like them, going to the Alps, or even, the thing is, now it's heavier than that, 85-90 skate, and it falls a bit short when there's more snow pressure.
They can switch to those wider skates.
Regarding the length of this type of ski for this profile, a common reference is our size, our height, minus 10 centimeters. Is usually a reliable reference that almost always works, and we won't be wrong, both when starting and later if we are going to advance. It's true that if we want to ask a bit more from the ski, go faster and have those characteristics. Even if we go to deeper snow, a longer ski than the one I'm talking about could work quite well. But for example, in my case, I use skis that are 1 meter 60 meters long. I'm 1 meter 70 tall, and you've already seen me doing some pretty advanced descents. The size works great for me in handling, especially in mountain skiing. A shorter ski is preferred. Also, when you carry it in a backpack or for climbs, it is easier to handle. So if we are looking for a longer ski, we have to take into account we lose a bit in that sense in handling, and then in the backpack we carry something more like an antenna on top. Lastly, if our goal is mainly the descent, we use skiing for now
as an approach, but what we're looking for are those more demanding lines. We're moving into that range of free touring, free ride is what we find in skiing.
Now with a bit more rocket, both in the tip and the tail. Skis mainly designed for downhill, quite a bit heavier. But of course with some downhill conditions, well,
practically like an alpine slope ski.
In this case, they will also be wider ski, from 98 to 115, 117, as we have here the Fly 2. These skis, for example, how it still shows more rocker. It's designed not just for free ride and off-piste, but also to do tricks, that more freestyle part. And that's why it has these more pronounced dimensions.
To float on the snow, to have fun, to ski backwards too for that type of skier.
I hope this video has answered many of your questions. Give me a like if that's the case, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and see you soon with another video the next week. Bye.